Hey everyone, Ayumu Kagami here. Today we're going to see if we can beat Pokemon White 2 with only one Mawile. Wanted to do a Pokemon challenge for a while now, and you've heard me talk about the previous one that I lost in editing. Decided to make a new one since beating Yellow with one Ninetales is a bit too easy. I picked Mawile in White 2 off suggestion of longtime viewer Oni. This one's for you. Mawile should be an interesting run, being pure Steel type in Gen 5. Should make it easier since Steel is immune from Toxic and Poison and has a lot of resistances. Mawile has fairly standard stats, excelling in attack and defense, but it's pretty slow and that'll probably catch up to us at the end of the game. Looking at the moveset in Gen 5, I was genuinely surprised that Mawile only learns one offensive Steel type move. That's the last move they learn. The TMs that Mawile learns are pretty varied, so we'll have a lot of different type coverage. No offensive Steel moves except for Flash Cannon and Iron Head. I'm honestly not too sure how hard this challenge will be since I'm not familiar with White 2. I don't think I'll have any problems beating most trainers, but coming up to the league I think we'll have a lot of trouble. Here are the rules. I can only use Mawile in battle. There are double battles and I'll be forced out to have other Pokemon at times, but primarily it's exclusively to have Mawile out. I will need HM Pokemon of course, and no items in battle except Pokeballs and held items. Let's begin. To start the runoff, I use the Pokemon Randomizer to give myself Mawile, replacing Snivy. This gives our rival Tepig, and I think it'll create the biggest challenge. I've named the Mawile Oni. Quiet Nature isn't bad, increasing special attack and decreasing speed. Since Mawile already has really low speed, having the attack up will be better for us. Astonish is a bit worrying as our only move, since it won't be able to affect normal types. Luckily, Bite is available at level 11. Rival time. Nothing to challenge us, just spamming Astonish, since we have no other options. Losing that much HP in the fight is a bit worrying, but it's just the beginning, so we have nowhere to go but up. Our first wild Pokemon battle against Purloin, and we go through almost all of our Astonish PP just to take it down. This shouldn't be an issue as we go forward, but it's very concerning to say the least. Just look how long this fight takes. I believe the other Pokemon available in here is a Patrat, so we can't damage them due to them being normal. This will be a slow grind. With the way the EXP in Gen 5 works, the higher level your Pokemon is, the less experience you get. Stuck fighting 2 to 4s makes it really slow to grind, not to mention the fact that Astonish is not very effective against the only Pokemon I can damage. After about an hour of grinding, it's time to move on. We finally hit level 11, and we can battle this trainer. This is the reason I couldn't move forward to find other Pokemon. He has a level 4 Patrat, which, the only move I have, can't work. I could have tried to use Struggle, but I knew I was going to need the level, so I decided just to push forward through it, because I didn't want to spend the money on potions early on. Time for another rival battle, and it's underwhelming. One bite, and it's over. After finding a Herdier, it's off to the first gym. No issues though, since 1 or 2 bites is taking care of everything. The fight with Sharon, basically the same. We're a Steel type, we resist all their moves. It's simple, so we collect the basic badge. After leaving the gym, we're greeted by Bianca, who gives us the return TM. This will be a pretty good move, since the higher your friendship is, the higher its power, up to 102. Heading to Verbank City, I see a double battle ahead. Apparently they won't fight you unless you have 2 Pokemon. Neat. I decided to try the gym out first since it's poison. The first 2 trainers go down posing almost no threat, and then it's off to Roxy. Roxy was a pushover since her strongest moves revolves around me being poisoned, and her other moves are dark, which Mawile resists. We take the gym and collect the badge, no problem. Once again, with how the experience works in Gen 5, making sure to fight all the trainers to maximize the good experience I can get in case we hit a roadblock. Normally I'd skip a lot of the trainers to save time, but with how bad the grind at the beginning was, I think I'll take the safe route. After hopping a ride on the boat, chasing after Team Plasma, let's take on the gym of this new... Oh. Wait, the gym leader's not home. Okay, let's go chase after Team Plasma then. Team Plasma must be hiding in the sewers, because that's where all villains go. Hugh wants to tag along, so we're stuck with him. To make the challenge a bit more fair, I'm trying to avoid all Pokemon battles that I can, because everything winds up being a double battle sometimes. I won't be able to avoid too many trainers, but that's not up to me. I wound up wildly lost in the sewers, but I managed to find the leftovers, which will be an excellent item since it heals 1/16 of our HP. After a while, we finally find the grunts, take them out easily, and then we find the gym leader so we can get him back to his gym. It's off to the gym. A bug gym this far in the game shouldn't pose us any problems since we're a steel type. All of the trainers are extremely easy, a bite or a return takes them all down. Now to challenge Berg. His team's rather underwhelming, the effects of Leftover makes the battle a breeze, no Pokemon can lower Mawile's HP any real amount. The only real danger is his Levani, which, if I didn't have the bonus HP from Leftovers, may have been able to take me out, but because I had it, took it down no problems and got the Insect Badge. Heading north after the gym, we get a taste of our own medicine when we have to fight Colress. This battle's a bit of a slog because he has 2 Steel-type Pokemon. Being paralyzed by Magnemite constantly doesn't make it go any quicker. Right now, Mawile has no moves that can hit Steel types effectively, so we just have to deal with it. If Clint comes out, we do manage to take it out with little issue, but we drop pretty low into HP. If it wasn't for the Leftovers, I don't know how we would have done. So coming across this trainer, I don't know if this is something I'm missing or a problem with the ROM, but this trainer's fought me 3 times. Each time I leave the area, she battles me again. Here's the uncut footage of me leaving the battle and then coming back and battling her again. I don't know if I'm missing something or there's a problem, but I just wanted to share it with you. If anyone was curious how to handle a double battle if I accidentally got into one, I would either throw Pokeballs at the second Pokemon, making sure they did as little as possible, or just knock them out myself and make my Pokemon attack Mawile. I would just reset, but I hadn't saved in a while, so I think this is fair. If you're gonna do a challenge, save as often as humanly possible. Heading into the Electric Gym, it's starting to become a bit more evident that the level difference is really catching up to me. Not having the benefit of not effective moves and going against defense, Mawile is starting to struggle harder. Facing off against Alessa and her Emolga hits real hard, and it looks like we're gonna lose, but due to her Pokemon using absolutely terrible moves, we managed to get the badge. But for some reason, Alessa kept using Pursuit when I was on low HP. If she had just stuck to using Volt Switch, I would have lost guaranteed. This is my first attempt too. All's well that ends well. Now I have the Bolt Badge. So I gotta be honest, I completely forgot triple battles were a thing. Well, now I have to have 3 Pokemon out. It won't let me proceed unless I take this one. So I had my 2 Pokemon attack each other or use useless moves. I probably should have put Mawile in the middle to make it getting attacked by everything for the whole battle, but I didn't remember how these battles worked. Regardless, we beat the battle and we get the powerful crunch. This will be a great move. The ground gym is going to be a tough one. The trainers inside are all pushovers, though. They all use base form Pokemon that cause no problems. You take almost all of them out by 1 hit. Any of the attacks that did get through were just normal type moves. The leader is where we're actually going to have our problem. Leader Clay has evolved Pokemon that are a lot more dangerous, as well as Excadrill. Having a super effective move and being resistant to the moves I have is really tough. The first attempt goes about as well as you'd expect, but due to him using terrible moves, I stood a better chance than I thought I would. I went back and collected the Rock Smash TM since it's the only fighting move I can get right now. So it's time to try again. Second attempt, and I started by increasing my defense with Iron, and Clay uses absolutely terrible moves. His Crocodile does start off with Bulldoze, but then never used it again. In fact, his Excadrill never used it, which made the fight go extremely easily. Crocodile did use Torment, which made it so I made worse decisions in my move choice, but hey, we have the badge, time to move on. After the gym, it's off to a tournament that of course wants me to use 3 Pokemon. So much of this game keeps making me have more Pokemon in my party. Luckily, I don't need to use them in the battle. The first battle is against Hugh, and his Pignite decides not to use any fire moves or fighting moves. There's a chance it could have been taken down, but he chose not to, so he took himself down with Takedown. At the end of the tournament is Colress with his Steel Pokemon, but they pose little threat now that Mawile has Rock Smash. We finish up the battle, and we can move on. After making our way through the cave, we meet Skyla, and it's time to take on her gym. The gym starts off rough, getting flinched 2 times in a row, but it being a flying gym, it doesn't really pose many problems. After getting through the trainers in the gym, we face off against Skyla. Her Unpheasant poses no problem, but her Swanna shows up and causes a lot. Mawile is hit by multiple Bubble Beams, bringing us down to 21 HP. Then she sends out her Skarmory. The best move I have is Rock Smash, so we can stand a chance to lower her defense. We manage to get lucky, and Skarmory misses a Steel Wing, which we land another Rock Smash. Skarmory hits with another Steel Wing, bringing us to about 9 HP. Leftover heals us back to 16, we're hit one more time, bringing us to 4, and we managed to hit one last Rock Smash, winning us the fight and netting us the Jet Badge. Another battle against our rival, and his terrible AI kicks in. His Emboar still refuses to use a fire move or a fighting move. When facing his Simipour, we get burned by Scald, and it's all over at this point. We manage to get to it red health, but he uses a potion and heals it up to full. We go down to the next Scald. Second attempt goes much better. His Emboar still doesn't use a fire move, and we managed not to be burned from Scald. We take out his rival, and it's time to move on. The Dragon Gym stands in our way, and it's time to head on in. The first fight is no problem, but then we get some majorly bad stagger luck on one of the trainers. Nothing too bad as we manage to finish the fight. Then, a stupid rotation battle happens. Maybe all of these battles require other Pokemon is why I haven't seen anyone do a challenge on this game. Now, it's time to face off against Drayden, and he uses Dragon Tail, which switches my Pokemon. Damn it! Okay, deposited the Pokemon, back to the fight. The battle starts off raising my defense to the max, since I believe most Dragon moves are physical, and then we get hit by 2 crits, bypassing the increased defense. We take down this Drudgegon, and then he sends out Flygon. Flygon is a Dragon Ground type, so this could be really bad. Nope, never mind. His Dragon moves are more important than Ground moves, so we're safe. Last up is Haxorus, who poses no real threat, earning ourselves the Legend Badge. Immediately after the badge, we have to deal with some Team Plasma shenanigans, but since the leader uses Ice Pokemon, it poses no threat at all. We sweep through them, now let's move on. Water Gym Leader time. The Terracosta goes well, we just need to be careful of Shell Smash, which left unchecked could wipe me out real fast. Take him out, now it's time for Wailord. Wailord hits me with Scald, and we're burned. It means we've lost the fight. Multiple attempts later, after getting burned several times, I have to run that almost looks dead on arrival. Terracosta hits me with several Scalds and brings Mawile to low HP. But we don't get burned. Against Wailord, he lands a few good hits, but we aren't hit as much as I thought we would have been. We managed to get the final hit when he uses Amnesia. Then it's Jellicent, and one crunch, it's over, and we get the Wave Badge. After taking down the gym, we need to clear up some Team Plasma stuff, so onto the boat to take care of them. We have another duo fight with Hugh. At this point, I think I've fought with him more times than I've fought against him. Then we have to take on the leader, extremely easy since he just uses Ice Pokemon. At the end of the Plasma ship was hiding Colress. I thought this was going to be an easy fight till I saw his team. A Magneton to start out with, resisting all of our moves, and then a Magnezone, also resisting all our moves. Several attempts in, I can't break through since Volt Switch and Paralysis takes me out before I can even see his third Pokemon. It's time for a new strategy. I missed picking up the Fire Blast TM in Lacunosa Town. I think I'm saying that right. So I pick it up. This should make the battle a lot easier. Even with Fire Blast, it's not easy. You have to make sure that you attack Magneton before, that way he doesn't hold on with Sturdy. So do not have enough Fire Blast if I miss even one, let alone have to attack the same Pokemon twice with it. If we get hit by Thunder Wave, we basically have to just restart the fight. Magneton and Magnezone both have Sturdy ability, and after using Volt Switch, it just switches to the other one. After about a dozen attempts, I had one amazing run. Started off with an Iron Head, hoping for a flinch, and I managed to pull it off. 3 times in a row. I land Fire Blast as well. After the first 3 Pokemon, it's Metang, a Psychic Pokemon, so Crunch, done. We finally beat this fight. Obligatory legendary fight, White Kyurem. Whatever, I'll just catch the... Oh. I can't. Okay, now I'm worried. Kyurem White's fire, and it only uses Dragon moves. Sweet. And then I just have to beat Getsus. Getsus is a fairly varied team, starting with Cofferigus, but Crunch takes it out no problem. Seismitoad hits us with an Earthquake, but a few returns later and he's gone. Drapion hits us with another Earthquake, but for less. Up next is his Electros, and we're hit really hard with Flamethrower, putting us at 4 HP. Leftovers heals us up, and we take out Toxicroak no problem. Hydreigon manages to miss his Dragon Rush. Honestly not sure how much damage that would deal, but we managed to take him out on our first try. Heading through Victory Road, near the end, we have our final battle with Hugh. We first are hit by Swagger, increasing our attack but confusing us. The attack increase is huge for Mawile since Embor is coming up, and I don't know if we can one-shot him. When Embor comes up, we do manage to one-shot him with Return, then just one-shot Simipour, and our rival's done. Easy battle, without Swagger and luck, I don't know if we would have been able to do it, but we did, so who cares. First off is Chantal, using Ghost Pokemon. Starting out with Cofferigus, our Crunch is able to take it out no problem. We are hit by a Shadow Ball doing about a quarter of our HP. Chandelure is next, but one Crunch takes it down without us getting attacked. Golurk hits us hard with an Earthquake, but a few crunches and it goes down no problem. Last up is Driftbloom, and a single Crunch finishes off. We do get hit by Aftermath, but we have enough HP to survive the battle. Next up is Grimsley, the Dark Trainer. Starting off with his Liepard, we are hit by Fake Out and then manage to take it down one crit Iron Head. Crocodile comes out next and hits us extremely hard with Earthquake, dealing more than half our HP. This is bad. Grimsley heals up and we're taken out with the next Earthquake. After the loss, I use all the rare candies I had on me to retry the gym, hoping it'll put my speed stat above Crocodile's, but we're still not fast enough and we're hit hard by Earthquake, putting us in the yellow. Scrafty comes out and is taken out with a couple Iron Heads. Last up is Bisharp, and one Flamethrower takes him out. Third member is Caitlin, the Psychic Trainer. She starts off with Musharna, we have Crunch, one shot, is done. Next up is Reuniclus, more of the same, one shot, it's done. Gothitelle, more crunches. Sigilyph, more crunches. I wasn't expecting to sweep it. I thought one Pokemon would be able to survive a crunch. Guess I was wrong. Last member of the Elite Four, Marshall, the Fighting Trainer. Starting off with his throw, we're faster, so we land a solid Iron Head. He misses his next move and we take him out. Mineshow is next, and we one-shot it. Conkeldurr is out next, and he survives an Iron Head. Armhammer hits us hard, dealing 3/4 of our HP, but we manage to take it out. Last up is Sock. We outspeed it, hit Iron Head, but it holds on with Sturdy, and takes us out with Brick Break. Next attempt, we managed to take out Sock, because we didn't take as much damage early on in the fight. The champion of the Elite Four, the Dragon Trainer Iris, is all that stands in our way of completing this challenge. Starting off with Hydreigon, and we're not faster, and we're one-shot by a critical Flamethrower. It's not a very good start. Second attempt, and we're brought down to about half, aren't able to one-shot it, and brought to about 5 HP by Flamethrower, and burned, so it's all over. This continued repeatedly. After about 30 attempts, I decided it's time to just go level up. After reaching level 92, it's time for more attempts. We're faster than Hydreigon and managed to take it out, and we're above half HP. Next up is Druddigon, and we managed to flinch it with Iron Head. An Ice Beam hits, and we managed to freeze it, allowing us to take it out no problem. Next up is Aggron, and we take it out in 2 attacks after getting hit by an Earthquake. Next up is Haxorus, and it holds on with a Focus Sash, but we flinch it, so we managed to take it out without a problem. Lapras is next, not a very Dragon-type Pokemon, but still. We land a solid Iron Head, but fall prey to Sin. We stay asleep the entire time, and are surfed to death. That was unfortunate, but I know we can do this. Second attempt, and we're still put to sleep by Lapras, but we woke up much quicker than expected. Last up is Archeops, and we're hit by a Rock Slide, flinching us. One Ice Beam is all we need to finish it off, making us the champion and completing the challenge. There are a lot of battles afterwards in the game, but we're going to end off this video with the super battle against Cynthia. This is an absolutely brutal battle, since almost every one of her Pokemon is super effective against Mawile. I gave this fight around 50-60 tries, and I know I can beat her, but it just requires incredibly dumb luck. I can either use Double Team, which I don't have, I have to get BP to get, or rely on Bright Powder. But without that stupid luck, I won't beat it. Spiritomb is easy, which Lucario nearly one-shots me immediately afterwards. Then I have Garchomp, which unless he misses, I will be one-shot. Then we have Togetic, which in turn will take me down. Then we have Melodic, which after the 50th attempt, roughly, that was when I finally got to Melodic, and I have nothing super effective, so I give up. So there you have it. You can beat Pokemon White 2 with one Mawile. It was a fun challenge for sure, and I wasn't expecting the beginning to be one of the slowest parts of the challenge. With the variety of moves that Mawile gets later on, we have a lot of type coverage to handle most things. Water types are still one of the worst ones for us to handle. I'm thinking of trying something a bit different, maybe harder. I want to see if I can beat Gen 2 with one Dratini. Thank you so very much for watching, everyone. If you want to stay notified on when videos go live, hit that subscribe button and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video.